What is up, guys? It is Sam the Raid Man back with yet another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today I've got a bit of a different idea. I don't think I've seen too many content creators do this, if any. I have done a few videos and I've seen lots of videos on my top 10 most wanted champions in the game, and we go through kind of all the different factions and these are the champions I want in the game. Typically when you do those videos you don't count mythicals, but I want to talk about the inverse of that. These are the top 10 champions that I love the most, or the top 10 champions that I'm grateful that I have. So it's going to be a combination of like champions I can't believe I pulled and I'm so lucky because they're so good, or champions because like I just treasure them and I really enjoy having them, or they're the most fun, or in some cases they're the best looking, things like that. So there's a lot of different reasons, but these are just 10 champions that I just love a ton in Raid, basically. That's not really a good title, but that's what the emotion that I'm trying to express here is. If you want an amazing start in Raid Shadow Legends, make sure to use the link in the description of this video to get a free Elenarl, Supreme Gaelic, and 3 epic champions as you level up throughout the game. I have 4 simple steps for you. Step 1, log out of Play and Play on your computer and uninstall it. If you are also on a mobile phone, you've never had Raid installed, it will work on the mobile phone as well. Step 2, click on the link in the description of this video and register to Plarium with a brand new email. Step 3, log into Raid and complete the tutorial. Step 4, go to your inbox and collect your first free legendary champion, which should be Elenarl. Then use the promo code Supreme6 to get your Void Legendary Supreme Gaelic. You also get your 3 epics as you level up through the game. Make sure to use this link if you want a great start in Raid. So in no particular order, I'm going to talk through some of these champions. So first I have on this Cardiel, one of the first ones that caught my eye. The main reason I love Cardiel so much is because he's in a ton of my teams, first of all, but also I thought he was overrated, to be honest, and I was very wrong. I'll put my foot in my mouth. I'm happy to admit that I was wrong. Everyone talked about how he's like a top 10 Void Legendary in the game, and I was like, no way, he's just an ally attacker, but he's not. He does so much. I think his looks are actually kind of divisive. Some people love him, some people hate him, say he doesn't look like Raid. I think he's pretty cool. I don't care too much either way. But his kit, he heals on the A1, and it's actually a really good heal. He's like my only healer in Hydra, and he does a good job at it. Got a full cleanse, block debuffs, and revive on death. Revive on death can't be removed, which is cool for the arena. It's cool for Hydra, it's cool for Chimera, it's good for anywhere. The block debuffs and cleanse can be really good for clan boss teams. And he's got an AoE ally attack, crit rate, increased crit damage. Hits really hard. If you kill somebody, lowers the skill cooldown. It's an awesome ally attack, but as good as it gets. And his passive really boosts his damage a ton. Whenever an ally attack, he has a 15% chance to join up. So he's really good in Clan Boss. He's in the Mythbuster team, and he does a ton of work there. He's in my current world record team where I'm pushing. He's got a speed lead of 19% in all battles. He's just awesome. He fits into so many teams. Like, I'm not exaggerating. He's in my 1 billion team that did this team right here that does in Blue Affinity I've done 1.23, I think is my record. He's in my 1 billion team on Hydra that I've done. And he's in my current Chimera team, although Chimera is not his best area, but he's also he can be in arena teams for blenders, just you name it, basically. Cardio is so good, and I was so wrong on him that I'm happy to have him, and I'm happy to use him so much. Similar to him is Macag. She's the only mythical I put on my list because I use her all the time. Embarrassing that she's not in a piece of gear right here, but I do use her all the time, and she is amazing. I love her. She's so good, especially when you pair her with champions from the Shadowkin faction, like somebody else who will not be named. Also in both of my 1 billion teams, in Hydra and Chimera, and regular clan boss. She's just so good. She's got an amazing form for arena, an amazing form for PvE, and I love that she is the fusible mythical and not anyone else, because she's so good and so helpful to every account in the game. So I love Macag, super glad I've got her. Took me a while to get the Tatsu. I was trying forever to get the epics to get Tatsu, and then I just pulled Tatsu. So I got her a while ago. Next up is going to be probably the worst champion on my list. One of them for sure, but I love his kit and I really love his aesthetics, and it's Yakaro the Scourge. Yakaro was the first barbarian, I'm 99.9% confident in this, that was in the Frozen Wasteland, right? So there are more now, I think specifically with the Asgard Divide, but typically all of them were in this desert wasteland, the exact same thing. There's a ribcage back there, there's a skull right here. Everyone is in the same background. Now, like I said, the Asgard Divide people have it, but no one else did, and the first person that did have it was Yakaro. So another Asgard. We're gonna go through all of them. Loki's got it, another Asgard. Not even Turvold, who looks frozen, does not have it. Yakaro was the first one to, and is the only one of not the Asgard Divide to have it. I thought that was so cool. I love his axe. He's very like Skyrim-esque, which is one of my favorite games. It's just all very cool. All of his kit is freeze-based. There's a lot of synergy there. He's really good in Fahrenheit Hard. You can use him there. He's also free to get technically through the clan shop, which I love. I'm all about accessibility. So Yakaro the Scorch, I'm grateful to have on my account, and I really like that champion. Next up is going to be a champion that made a big difference in my account, and it's an area that I don't put a ton of focus, but nonetheless he made a big difference, and that's Warlord. I pulled Warlord in one of my favorite raid videos ever. I don't know if I can find it, but essentially it was a void shard pull video, 2x chance, I think 10 or 15x on Warlord at the same time. I had like, I don't know, 30, 60 shards, something. First shard of the video, boom, it's a gold, it's Warlord. I was like, this is insane. This is the craziest thing I've ever had happen to me in raid. The first shard of a shard pulling video, we pull Warlord, the champion we're looking for. So I was like, well, I guess that's the video. I don't know what you do after that, but the reason I love him so much is because he is so good in the arena. I did a follow-up video where I was like, I'm going to use, this team, and I won't spoil it because that other person's on my list as well today. Can we win 100 wins a row in Classic Arena? And we weren't skipping anyone. We were just going down the list, fighting. And we got like 92 or 93 wins in a row or something before we finally lost. And Warlord, big part of that. He's a lockout champion, but he also decreases turn meter, which I think is a very big part of his kit. So big help. I still use him in Live Arena. Still use him in my main Classic Arena team. He's awesome. The pair that goes with him, it was in that 100 or trying to get 100 wins in a row, is Harima. And to be honest, I don't use Harima enough. I took her gear off and put it on Marius. Ever since I got Marius, I haven't used Harima as much. That is disgraceful. I'm embarrassed. I should be embarrassed. If you have Harima and you're not using her, you should be embarrassed. She's so good. She can decrease defense, increase her own defense. She's got an AoE. She's insane against a demon spawn faction, which is a good faction to be insane against. Her passive is crazy. Enemy ignore defense effects are decreased by 50%. It's just crazy. She's so hard to kill. She makes your team so tanky, and she can do a buttload of damage. He needs to get back into my lineup ASAP. She is awesome. Next up is the opposite of her. She's anti-demon spawn. We're going to talk about the pro demon spawn man, Volcanos. Let's be real for a second, I'm a little embarrassed. I've posted 2 videos with Volcanos, and I don't think either of them were my best work. A few people called me out, and I stand humbled and corrected. Volcanos deserves better. You guys as my fans deserve better. Volcanos is part of almost world record teams. His potential is unbelievable, but I had to put in the work, to due diligence, to farm up good gear, to build a perfect team around him, and to do the research, put in the time and the effort to make good content, because he can be part of unbelievable teams. Ninja is my world record, my personal record for Clan Boss and Hydra, and Volcanos, I believe, has the potential to be better than him, so we've just got to get him to those numbers. So Volcanos, I'm very glad I have him on my account. He is probably my favorite looking champion in the game, and he was one of the first champions in forever that I pulled that I'm very excited about having forward and having on my account. So look forward to better Volcanos content coming in the future. Next up is a champion who's brought me lots of good content, and again, not the best champion in the game, but someone who has brought me lots of joy and I really think is a cool, fun, and dare I say, even underrated champion. It is Carolon The Ringer. Strange champion. He's got the bells. I've done some live streams with him. I've done some Hydra teams with him. AoE A1, chance of decreasing the duration of all buffs. AoE Hex and Weaken on a 3-turn cooldown, a la Mad Hatter. But 3-turn cooldown is big for that. And then if they're under freeze, places Hex and Weaken for 3 turns instead. Polar Vortex, this is where his kit gets interesting. Places freeze on all allies, all enemies, fully depletes the turn meter of all enemies that receive freeze debuffs from this skill, fills the turn meter of all allies by 10% for each freeze debuff attempt blocked or resisted. So there's 2 ways to look at this. One is kind of an Armand's-esque, you're not stealing it, but if you're going against a wave, let's say Fire Knight, I'm going to freeze all 5 people and decrease their turn meter to 0. And then we're all going to go again, including Carolon, and probably he's going to go again. It's almost impossible to let the enemy take a turn if you build him right. I believe, and let me know if you guys want to see me attempt this challenge, I believe I could build a team with 4 rares and Carolon and beat any dungeon at least up to level 20. I think that's how insane his crowd control is. And he's void, and this isn't even a hit, so it cannot be weak hit like an Armand's can. So I think he's unbelievable. His passive, allies will ignore defense if they're under freeze. If the freeze is placed by this champion, allies will ignore 20% of their defense instead, which is good because typically freeze slows you down. 30% arena speed aura. I just think he's super fun, super cool, and I had some good videos, good times with Carolon The Ringer. All right, last 3. This one is going to be a little bit different because it's not like a lucky shard pull like Yakaro, Cardio, and Carolon, void legendaries, Macag, mythical. Warlord, Void Legendary, Volcanos, Faction, Unity Champion, one of the hardest to get in the game. All very difficult champions to pull, so I'm grateful to have them as a luck standpoint. This one isn't as much of a luck standpoint. It's actually an epic, but it's Seer. And I'm grateful to have her on my account because I have been playing this game for, I think, 5 years now. At least 5 years now, maybe 5.5. I think it was 2019 or 2020 when I started. And Seer has been used thousands of times, legitimately thousands and thousands and thousands of runs. Honestly, she's been done thousands of Doom Tower runs, not even counting dungeon runs. She's still geared. She's still geared well. She's 350 with crit rate, crit damage. She's in Savage and crit damage set. She's in Helm Smasher. Is she in Flawless Execution? Flawless Execution is what it looks like. She just blows up waves, and she has saved me an unbelievable amount of time in this game, which is one of the things that we have the fewest of in life, but especially in Raid because this game takes so freaking long. So I'm so grateful to have Seer. Now, a little bit different is a more recent champion. I have Marius, and someone commented the other day on my live stream, they were like, man, the things I would do to get Marius. And I'm like, first of all, you have to do a lot of things to get Marius. It is a difficult path to get him. And I feel like now that I have him, I kind of am not as appreciative of him as I should. He's got the gear that was on my Harima. He's in Chimera. He's in my second Hydra team. He's very, very good. He's in my arena teams. His potential is even higher than he's being used on my account. I want a better soul for him. He's on my wish list. He's such a good champion. Such a diverse, valuable kit that you can use in literally every area of the game. He's so in-game, and I know that I will continue to use him for probably the rest of my Raid career. And lastly, we have currently my favorite champion in Raid, the best single target nuker that I own. It is Phoenix. He's currently missing some gear because Ninja took it for a damage test. He typically is in my Zeal set. Phoenix, his A1 is the best part of his kit, and it might be the best A1 in the game. I know that's probably debatable, but I think it is. Attacks one enemy, places an extra if the target has any debuffs. It's like a 4.1 multiplier, which is insane. Times 2 is an 8.2 multiplier. That's harder than most people's any of their skills, and it's his A1 that also blocks revive. It hits so freaking hard, and he was like my number one clan boss damage dealer. I tested 30. Up to number 29, he was my number one until I tested Ninja. He is legitimately unbelievable. People are like, you can't use him in arena. I've shown it multiple times, and I promise you I can use him in arena. Not only that, I can use him well. He's in my arena team as a go first team. I use him. I think he pairs legitimately perfectly with Shuzhen, because the only issue with Phoenix is that he does this might not be a good team to throw on Stone Skin. He's only single target. But the way that this team works is typically he will kill one person, and then Shuzhen will give him another turn, and then he will kill someone else. I don't think we're going to be able to get through this team because it's too tanky, but oh, I also clicked on the wrong team. This is a Marius team, not a Phoenix team. I saw a Phoenix team, but I think it's this one. I just need to take, there it is. So let me show you how this team works. We'll just like 2 quick battles just to show you the potential of him. He's absolutely insane. So a few of them under Stone Skin. She goes first, increase speed. We lock out skills. We just talked about Warlord. Strip buffs, and then he's going to hit one hit on UDK. We're going to try and one-shot our Stultus with the other hit. Not quite, 41k, but like I said, instant extra turn from Shuzhen. Oh, we didn't get the double hit because he's not under a debuff. That's frustrating. UDK is definitely a counter to him, but like I said, if my team goes first, this is a go first team, then we win. Saltus is now dead. And Kaimar also pairs very well with Shuzhen because then he just resets Shuzhen. So look how many extra turns we've been given. The team will continue going. We'll place a debuff on UDK eventually. And then Phoenix, we will double hit him, kill him. Cardinal literally can't revive anybody because everyone is block revived. He only needed 1 hit to do that. It's definitely not the fastest speed team you could farm, but I like knowing that everyone is block revived. It's a great counter to Sun Wukong. It's a great counter to Nice. That's obviously not a real team. It's a great counter to Marichka. Like if I do go first in this team, which I might not, assuming I don't get feared. My Shuzhen is not the fastest champion in the game. If I don't get feared, then I can just kill everyone, leave Marichka to go last. We're going to get beat because they go first. And then when I kill Marichka, she can't revive anybody. So he is awesome there. He is my favorite champion currently. He does unbelievable damage. I'm currently trying to build a team to see if I can one-shot or how fast I can beat Sand Devil, because he is strong affinity here with an ally attack team. So we will see. So just to recap, we have Cardio, ally attacker, Macag, ally attacker, Yakaro, fun, freeze, cool looking champion, Warlord, arena god, Harima, arena and PvE god, Volcanos, the star of the future on my account, Carolon, the star of the past on my account, Seer, the time saver of the account, Marius, also part of the future and the meta of the account, Phoenix, the gem, #1 in my heart. So anyways, thought this was a fun, positive raid video. So subscribe to the channel for more raid content, and I'll see you on the next one.